Well then.
Always a pleasure.
Shut up, Haskell.
Well, look who's here. You. How about that?
We meet again. Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness, ruler of the Shivering Isles, a place of extreme mania and dementia, where
Well, look who.
filled with dangerous creatures and insane inhabitants.
How about that?
What are the odds? You sent me on a quest and I'm back. What are the odds, Sheogorath? What game are you playing?
Well, well, you've experienced both shades of madness. Wonderful. You seem fulfilled. Full of fill. Bursting at the seams. Seamless. Now, to the meat of your endeavor. The crux of the situation. The reason for your being here. And the likely cause of your death.
What?
You'll be stopping the Grey March, altering the course of events, breaking the cycle! A fly in the ointment, a new cause for a different effect. We're going to change things. No! Things will be different this time around. You'll be my champion. You'll grow powerful. You'll grow to be me. Prince of Madness, a new Sheogorath. Or you'll die trying. I love that about you.
Can't we just be like a side character? Like of no consequence, just having a good old time, just, just in the realm. We have to always be like some pivotal linchpin to the destiny of all things. That all of mankind's future depends on us. Some kind of, can't we just be some normal guy like out in the middle of nowhere? I don't want to be a Daedric prince.
A fair question. You won't really. At least I don't think so. But you'll have power. My power. Try not to lose it. It's a pain to replace.
Will I go insane?
But for all intents and purposes, you'll be me. A me to fight the him, since I won't be around. It's simple, really, if you don't think about it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Why me?
Because you seem a nice enough sort, and you've made it this far. And if you don't, I'll swallow your soul and vomit it into the ever-filling chamber pot of the ageless. But mostly because I asked nicely.
Oh, I want to be me. I don't want to be you. You're already you. Can't I be me and you be you? Why do we have to have all these confusing identity issues? Are you happy with being you? I'm happy with being me. And we come to agreement to be content to be ourselves. Where will you be?
Well, not here. Didn't I say that? I'm never here when Jiggalag walks. It's one of the rules.
Jiggalag is the Daedric Prince of Order.
Now. Listen to me. Prattle on. I can see your mortal brain straining. We'll talk more later.
If you think I'm dumb, why do you want to, switch places with me? Is it so I get killed or something?
Now, you've seen the great torch that burns brightly over New Sheoth. No, because it doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. You'll fix that.
Why not?
You'll go to Sylarn and bring back the flame of Agnon.
Sylarn.
Light the torch. Oh, and take
Arn.
my minions at Sylarn. In their eternal quest to please me, they're constantly fighting over Sylarn. It can be tiresome, but really, it's divine. Divinely tiresome. Well, that's your problem now. Off with you. I don't want to see you again until the great torch is lit. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you much.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Don't forget to make use of dear Haskell. Between you and me, if he's not summoned 3 or 4 times a day, I don't think he feels appreciated.
What's the Sylarn?
That's where you're going to get the Flame of Agnon. Do you listen to anything I say? Do your ears work? If not, I can find use for them.
You dare eat my ears.
Go and fetch the flame. Bring it to the Cecellum. Light the great torch.
Great.
How are you going to be me if you can't even do what me tells you?
What is the flame of Agnon in the realm of the area of Sylarn?
It's what's used to light the great torch. Haven't we covered this? You'll find it in Sylarn, guarded by my saints and seducers.
Suppose they'll just let me in then? I'm sorry, not going to be a fight?
The great torch shines brightly above New Sheath, a beacon of hope for all the citizens. Except it doesn't! It's gone out! Happens every time the Grey March begins, which it has. Makes all of my subjects uneasy, tense, homicidal, some of them at least.
More than usual?
To get that torch relit before the place falls apart.
Oh no. Couldn't imagine this place falling apart. Things might get a little crazy around here.
Aren't you the curious one? You know what they say about curiosity, though, don't you? It killed the intrepid adventurer who really should just be doing exactly what I say at all times!
That doesn't sound random and whimsical.
Grey March by becoming me. Or a version of me. You'll be powerful. Powerful enough to stop Jiggalag.
So you want me to jiggle lag? By jiggle, you mean destroy.
He's on his way. So I'm on my way out. It's terribly inconvenient, don't you think? You're going to stop him, though. And the first thing to do is to make my people feel safe. Otherwise, they tend to go work for him.
Oh, no.
It's annoying, to tell the truth. A bit hurtful. But they do it every time. Join up with the enemy and become priests of order.
You mean you sow chaos and insanity and people join your enemy because they have some sense of order? No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
They're getting more active every day. Not a good sign. You know what would be a good sign? Free sweet rolls! Ho, ho, ho! Who wouldn't like that?
Sweet rolls does sound pretty good.
Where you can, and make sure to kill the priest you see around them. If you don't, they can reactivate the obelisk. They're the worst of all. My own subjects, working for the enemy. It's enough to make an old Daedric prince get all weepy. It doesn't help that they're the ones who make the obelisks work. A little chanting, a little ritual, and poof, Knights of Order. Bad news. Kill them when you see them, but don't touch the corpse until they're really dead, which they aren't until you deactivate the obelisk.
Get a little something in your eye. Okay.
Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
Oh, it's so charming.
Always a pleasure.
Boy, we wouldn't want to create instability in this place. That might make everything go crazy. Okay. Sheogorath wants me to relight the great torch of the new shop. I need to go to the ruins of Sylarn. Sylarn, and kindle the flame of Agnon there, and return with its holy fire. Sheogorath warned me that the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers who guard the shrine often fight each other, so I should proceed cautiously. So I guess they're not really, he doesn't even really control them very well. They seem to be good around the city and maintaining order and whatnot. Alright. It looks so... It looks like a Dapper Dan or something. A Dapper Dan man. Okay. We are going to go to Sylarn, which is in Mania, so at least we'll get a reprieve from the depression that is no. Not bad thoughts. We're gonna go to it'll be a how do you say, it's gonna be a little more cheerful than we've been in Crucible and Dementia for a while, so I wouldn't mind a little manic episode here. Give me some reprieve from the sorrow. Okay, let's start the Gates of Madness. Well, we've been at Camp Paltries. We've kind of seen this area, but it's more during the night. Yeah, I like Mania. Mania's kind of my place. I kind of like that. I'd rather be overly optimistic than depressed all the time. Uh-oh. Is that one of the heretics? How dare you believe in order? You must respect insanity. Sheogorath decrees it. You must wear your shoes on your head and talk backwards. All right, we'll sever the... Yeah, pretty cool. Uh-oh, methinks I see a Bandersnatch. Oh, it must have been something I killed earlier. Beware the Jabberwock, my son. And the Jub bird. Been a while. I got it. This game kind of makes me want to either read Alice in Wonderland or watch one of the adaptations. Oh, this looks like a depression creature. Or maybe he's a little garish, but this looks like this has got some bright colored mushrooms. Or look at all those eyes. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. What big eyes you have. Nothing like... This almost looks like it should be underwater. It's like... Just very unique landscape. Yeah, we're gonna run into some knights here. How dare you bring reason and order? Where are you? There's more of you. You come over there and say that to my face.
is forelooking.
That's for trying to teach proper grammar and math. Here's something. Thought I heard something. Ah, there we go. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, was I supposed to shut down that obelisk? I bet I was. I killed the knights around it, and then I turned off the obelisk, or they can reactivate it, I think. At least I thought that's what Sheogorath said. Ooh. Okay. Maybe we have to kill him again. Where are you at? Oh, I guess can I touch this guy without getting electrocuted? Guess not. Okay, here's the heart of the order. Man, it's so complicated. Yes. Oh, they get resurrected? Crazy. Madness. How many hearts of order do I have to put in there? I have to keep putting hearts of order. Guess I'm not gonna run out of hearts of order. Third time's the charm. I guess this guy dies now. Oh, dang. Think Hell's Angels would let me in their biker gang with this outfit? You think so? Probably not. Probably not so much. Yeah, you're probably right. They're so judgmental, those Hell's Angels. Don't tell them I said that though. They might get grumpy. Actually, I don't know a lot. I've heard things about Hell's Angels. As I'm sure everybody has, but they've quite the reputation. But I do know there's a lot of really good biker gangs out there. I've arrived at the ruins of Sylarn. Ooh, yeah. I should speak to the commanders of the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers how to light the flame of Agnon. Guessing these are the two gals in question.
State your business. Cylon is holy ground, unfit for mortals.
I know there's a lot of good biker gangs out there that actually do a lot of charity stuff, so I'm not trying to diss bikers. Just remember that when you see me on the street, all of you hardcore Hells Angels fans that watch my channel. Treat me well. I'm here on Sheogorth's business. My business is my own dog. My own dog, D-A-W-G. I'm here on Sheogorth's business.
Then you are free to enter the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. This key will allow you passage through any door in Cylon.
Oh, thank you.
The flame is lit from the shrine's 2 altars. Once the Orioles are driven out of Cylon, it will be our pleasure to light the flame for Sheogorth. The Grokedric Ulfri will explain everything.
Oh yeah, of
You should
course.
speak to her at once.
How many heads does she have? How do I recognize her? Does she have a tail and 3 arms? Okay, so I guess the Dark Seducers are in the Golden Saints area. The Golden Saints areas are the Golden Saints are in the Dark Seducer area. So we have to kind of cleanse each area, I'm guessing. Though it seems like Sheogorth could just order them to not fight each other, but what do I know? I don't want to kill beautiful chicks. It's no fun. Give me some gross fat demons. Kill some gross fat demons. I don't want to kill, like, chicks. That's just gonna make me feel like crap. Hey!
What is it, emissary?
The Flame of
The
Agnon.
holy flame can only be lit from the altars of despair and rapture. Alas, the Orioles hold rapture for now. You should speak to the Grokedric Ulfri at once. She will be glad of your help to rid Cylon of the arrogant Orioles once and for all.
So I've heard. The Altar of Despair, huh? Is that related to dementia, I'm guessing?
We hold the altar of despair, here within the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Continue down the corridor if you wish to meditate there upon the fate of all things mortal. The counterpart to the altar of despair, rapture is currently held by the Orioles in their complacency, but that will soon change.
Have you guys ever thought about just getting along? Just, putting flowers in your helmets and prancing around? No.
Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day, Sheogorth will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm.
Dementia will rule. So it's a little battle between depression and mania here.
She is the Grokedric,
The two
commander
extreme
of the
dispositions of the mind.
Cylon. She has never yet been defeated by the Orioles, despite their strength. You know us as Dark Seducers, a name given us by our enemies. But we are the Mazkin in our own tongue, Sheogorth's only truly loyal servants.
You're cute as a button, too. Boop. I booped you in the nose. Ha ha! I'm gonna run away.
Sheogorth,
Hee 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 hee.
a mortal wandering the halls of holy Cylon, and a male no less. Explain yourself.
Hey! I happen to represent that remark. I need to speak with Ulfri.
Ah, you are just in time. Go quickly. The Orioles may attack at any moment. For Sheogorth's glory.
That's the Dark Seducers banner? Kinda got that whole goth thing going on. I like the goth girl vibe. I'll give him that. Kinda wanna hear some dark synthwave. Maybe, what's his... I don't know who's in charge. Maybe it's the chick from what is that band in the Banshees? Something.
Hail.
Okay. Alright, we're almost there. I think this is our gal here.
Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself.
Ooh, I like your
as
pixie cut.
their prey. A most dangerous place to be.
But I need to light the flame of Agnon.
Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Orioles is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands.
No. You're so loyal.
The two altars, Blessed Despair and Holy Rapture, feed the great flame of Agnon above us.
Of course. Everyone knows that.
Sheogorath's immortal servants can kindle the altars, and I am at my Lord's command. But I only hold Despair for the moment. The Orioles hold Rapture and are massing to attack us. But never fear, they are no match for us. Once their main force is destroyed, with your help, we can easily take Rapture from the few survivors. Then I will gladly kindle the flame for you.
No, you've got a flame kindled for me? That's sweet. You're so romantic with your words. Oh. It's not awkward. It's not awkward. It's kind of awkward. Okay, battle plans.
We are expecting the Orioles to attack any moment. They'll come down the main passage from the Altar of Rapture. They always do.
Tends to be the way.
They're overconfident as usual. We have prepared many traps and ambushes. It will be a glorious slaughter.
Lots of gore and blood.
Once the Orioles...
Lots of bloody gore.
I will light the flame of Agnon for you. Will you help us defend the Altar of Despair?
Oh, I would be delighted. Well, let's see what the Saints have. Maybe we can do this without fighting.
Yes. Their commander, Kana, is gullible enough to take you at face value. She will reveal all her plans to you, Sheogorath's emissary. Beautifully devious. It embarrasses me not to have thought of it first. Hail.
It's like
Sheogorath's blessings upon you.
it's the never-ending girl battle here.
The Orioles will soon pay for their arrogance.
Well, at least we know that the battle isn't over leaving the toilet seat up. I just lost one of my female viewers. No, come back. I'm totally cool. I swear. Okay.
My soul for Sheogorath.
You're devoted.
Alas, we have not seen the Altar of Despair for many years. It is in the underground part of Cylon, which is controlled by the Mazkin. The Mazkin do not even allow us free passage to worship there, which is one of the many reasons why they are unfit to continue to guard it. It is on the east side of Cylon, which we hold for Lord Sheogorath. The Armazel Kana has her command post there.
Ah.
That's what we call ourselves, the most loyal and honorable servants of Sheogorath.
But I thought that the Mazkin were. I thought the Dark Seducer Mazkins were the most loyal. Not the Oriole Golden Saints.
The flame is only lit at the command of Sheogorath, from the altars of rapture and despair within the shrine itself. I'm sure the Armazel Kana will be glad to help you once the Maskin are driven from the Altar of Despair. She commands the Orioles here at Cylarn. She has just arrived with reinforcements from Brellock to end this stalemate once and for all.
It seems so tearful about it all. A tea party or
Our
something.
home and sanctuary here in the Shivering Isles. The treacherous ones, the dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud.
And some mean girls around here.
Go.
You guys ever, went shopping for costumes together? Like getting cool decorative armor? You ever tried that?
This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Maskin. You'd best stand aside.
Aw, but you're still smiling, though. Ooh, I like her. She had a sweet do, too. That little braid thing going on. She's got a bold chin there. Break a rock with that chin. It's gonna be headbutting people. Or chin button. Sheogorath sent me. I need your help.
My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Maskin scum from Cylarn. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us.
The flame of Agnon.
Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Maskin hold the altar of despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the altar of despair from the Maskin, I will be honored to kindle the flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
The only way to assault the altar of despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Maskin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the altar of despair and drive the Maskin out of Cylarn once and for all? That's an excellent idea. They cannot refuse entry to an emissary of Lord Sheogorath. Return at once when you have their deployments. The flame is fed from the altar of rapture and the altar of despair. Only servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars. Are you ready to help us destroy the Maskin and take control of the...
Can't you guys just get along? Can't you just...
That's an... Return at once. Are you ready to help... That's... Return at... For Sheogorath...
I told Kanai that I would scout the dark... Kanai. Kani. Kanene. Kana. Kanai? Can-A? Can-A? That I would scout the dark seducer positions and report back to her. I should check the deployments in both the main passage and the Underdeep, so I can recommend the best way to assault Altar of Despair.
Wrath's glory.
My scouts reported no signs.
Cylarn shall be ours.
Sheogorath's blessings upon you.
But they're both hot in their own way. I'm not even thinking about like the political ramifications. I'm just thinking about that who's the most cute.
Hail.
I see you're assaulting that wall. Wow, good job. Just assaulting doorways and stairs.
How may I serve? I am honored to assist Lord Sheogorath's emissary. Only the immortal servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars of despair and rapture, which in turn feed the holy flame of Agnon. Once the Orioles are routed from the altar of rapture, I will be most pleased to command my soldiers to light the flame for Sheogorath's glory. Are you ready to help us defend the Altar of Despair from the Oriel's attack?
Have you ever thought about just getting along?
As you wish, but I advise you to join the winning side if you really want the flame. Hail, Sheogorath's blessings upon you.
Wonder if stuff's gonna go down now, because I didn't choose either side, so wonder if I don't choose, if I can just go down and relight the altar myself. I probably have to pick a side, though. That's a pretty epic statue there. That Sheogorath. It's got a sconce for a head. It's pretty cool. A lot of these, like, limbless torso, bald statues. Well, I do anything? Well, I kind of like Mania, the land of Mania.
Hail, Sheogorath's blessings.
I kind of like the goth girl vibe going on. So join the
I am honored to assist Lord Sheogorath's emissary.
this pixie cut. All right, battle plans.
Are you ready to help us defend the Altar of Despair from the Oriel's attack?
Sure, whatever.
This will be a glorious day. Sylarn will finally be free of the Oriels. Follow me. We're expecting the attack at any moment.
I hope it's a mud wrestling challenge. Okay. Okay, ladies, what do you want me to do? What are we doing? Are they gonna come in and attack us? Where are they at? Oh, I probably have to wait in the Altar of Despair or whatever. And the Altar of Despair. Despair. Oh, what's going on? Uh-oh.
One of that god, Oriel.
I didn't want to, ladies. Can't we all get along? Oh, they're kicking my butt. They're killing me. I'm getting straight up murdered here. Yeah, is it gonna stand there? Oh no. I wanted us all to get along. With the Amazons. Ow. Xena Warrior Princess. There, where were you guys? Destroyed the preppy girls. Goths versus the preps. No. The Golden Saints and Sylarn have been utterly destroyed. I should speak with Ulfri about lighting the flame of Agnon now that her forces control both the altars. Oh, hey, Haskell.
How long it would take before you needed my... Ceylon was once the capital of the Shiv. In any case, the flame of Agnon, it has always
You're boring.
enlightening as always.
You're boring, Haskell. I try to drop him in this flame here. But Haskell gets for not being cool. With the hot goth chicks now. Where are we going? We're gonna light the torch of despair. And the sanctum of depression and the chamber of Zoloft or something. What are we doing? What are you guys worshipping? The spool here? Is this where the flame is? Where's the mean gal? They seem to really like their bald, armless, torso-less guys for some reason.
Victory is ours. I have already instructed my subordinates to kindle the altar of rapture.
Sweet.
It is my honor to sacrifice myself on the altar of despair at Lord Sheogorath's command.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But, are you sure you don't want to stick around? You don't want to maybe grab a bite to eat or something? No, you gotta sacrifice yourself in the flame, I guess? What do you mean? Is this really the only way?
What do you mean? Every Mazkin under my command would gladly accept this honor if it was not my own to claim. You fought well. I would almost grant you the honor of kindling the altar if you were an immortal. Farewell. The waters of Oblivion await me.
Well, at least she's, for being part of a dementia, she's a glass half full kind of gal, at least. Seppuku. So even when we won, we lost. Crazy. Okay, whatever. You girls are crazy. You're cray. I'm getting out of here. All for you sacrificed yourself on the altar of despair in order to light the flame of Agnon. I can now retrieve the flame from the courtyard and bring it back to New Sheoth as Sheogorath commanded. You guys are crazy. I'm leaving. Going back to the Shivering Isles, where things are much more sane. Going the wrong way, though. It's starting to creep me out down there. I didn't make it that far in. Oh, what a waste. What a waste. Why? Why? Is it all meaningless? Is it all for naught? So much death everywhere.
The Mazkin do not forget their friends.
Great. Okay. Let depression reign. I'll teach those happy-go-lucky, overly optimistic citizens of Mania what's what. Okay. Oh, do I enter? This is the portal, right? I have to bathe in the flame. Okay, I have the flame of Agnon. Sweet. It's kind of cool. Burnt, but not burning. Madness. Pretty awesome. Yeah, let's relight the flame. I'm flaming. Flames everywhere. So where's the torch of... Is it New Shiat Palace? Probably Crucible, I'm guessing, because I would have been Mania if we would have chosen the Golden Saints. I just...
How may I serve?
I just fell for the beautiful blue eyes and pale skin and the pixie cut. Couldn't help myself. Just get that... Had that goth girl vibe. Don't mind me, I'm just on fire, you know. Just the normal everyday. This is the... Somewhere around here I light the flame of...
You've brought it. The holy flame of Agnon, a fire of inspiration and rapture. If you light the great torch on the Mania side of the Sacellum, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you. Do not think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
You mean whimsy or depression? Why, who wouldn't choose depression? Come on.
Ah, you burn with the purging fire of Agnon, the flame of truth, the flickering beacon of hope in the gloom of despond. Come, light the great torch for dementia. Illuminate the conspiracies. Deepen the shadows. The people of Crucible await their hero. Yes, let your mind worry at the problem. Let fear and dismay over making the wrong choice sink their talons deep into your brain.
You don't seem like you probably sleep well at night. You ever just, I don't know. All right.
What is
Since we went with dementia the first time, let's go with mania for this
Are
option.
you ready to... I knew I saw the glint of true mania in your eyes.
I can do anything.
Go now and let
I can
the
fly.
flame inspire the people of Bliss to new heights of madness. Tidings and welcome.
Hey, wait a minute. Where did you come from?
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time.
Save you time.
The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces.
I don't know what you mean by that, but...
Having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs.
Do you have an order to this place?
You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jigalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before. Why not? Something has to work. Once I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter. It
Same thing.
down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears.
It's been my experience.
But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work. Even though it...
Sure.
Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where the backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to...
I get that joke.
You'll need to control one of the carts of madness. Replace a current duke. Or duchess. Whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side. No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to...
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun. Doesn't sound like the zany Sheogorath I know.
The High Priest at the Sacelum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit. It's already started, but you might be able to stop it. We're making you into a leader the people can trust. Someone to look up to. Someone to blame.
Think about the responsibility.
Once I'm gone, things usually get bad quickly. Lots of defections, lots of carnage, but with you at the helm, things will be different.
Give him a good what for.
This time, I'll beat him. I can't stand losing, and I don't mind cheating.
Oh my goodness. So brazen.
Ah, come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
So pleasant. Okay. What? Yeah, guess I gotta go back. Can't disappear.
The great torch shines with the pure light of mania. You chose well, in accordance with the ancient tradition. Receive now the raiment of Arden Sul in honor of your mighty deed in service to mania.
Ooh.
Yes, how we would all aspire to be as great a leader as the first. Our savior, Arden Sul, the greatest Duke of the Ages.
Wait, how'd you get his cloak?
We celebrate him with the ritual of accession, the path to maniac bliss.
Wow, it sounds very pleasant. I'm sure it's mania, so it can't be too depressing. Probably just, have eat a bunch of psychedelic mushrooms and trip for a while and then leave and relinquish your crown. Is that what the Ritual of Ascension's about?
An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment.
Why not? Describe the ritual's history.
Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest duke to walk our land.
The Duke
Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream, as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous ways.
Sounds beautiful, but really gross. It hardly sounds lethal. Does it have to be lethal? That's gonna bother me. The Duke? What is it? The Duke does is the Duke do what the Duke does? What's the phrase?
Ah, but it was. As the bacchanal reached a crescendo, the people began to clutch their chests as their very hearts exploded.
Crazy.
The green moat had taken its toll. The ground stained a deep crimson as the sanguine liquid flowed from their lifeless bodies. To represent that night, when the ruler of mania is to be replaced, he partakes of the green moat and allows his lifeblood to flow upon the altar. Certainly, when the ruler of mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat.
Might have to edit this video if it's anything like what he described.
The exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed.
Crazy. It's madness. Madness, I say. I've spoken to Durban, High Priest of Mania. The Ritual of Ascension for Mania requires the current ruler to commit suicide by taking 3 doses of green moat. There's like some euphoric drug, which is lethal. Then his drug-tainted blood must be brought to the altar of Arden Sul of the Sacellum. I should now speak to Arctis, to learn of Dementia's ritual. Ah, intriguing. Where he's at, he's probably bummed I didn't pick his. Yeah. He's kind of mad at me right now.
I'm disappointed in your choice. You'll find mania to be a fickle friend.
Yeah, I'm sure being depressed all the time would be a better option.
Blasphemy! Never utter the name of the Dark Deceiver lightly. Though his body is beyond oblivion, his soul encircles us, always watching, waiting to pounce with lethal aplomb. He is the bringer of pain and pleasure. The blade that cuts through our sins like a scythe through wheat. Only a true demented can appreciate what it means to render his name.
I guess I got on his bad side then.
Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual?
Regale me.
As it happened so many years ago, my lord Arden Sul suspected a traitor in his midst. Not wishing to find himself on the wrong end of a blade, he gathered his flock here in the Sacellum. By poisoning the sacramental wine, Arden Sul was able to suppress any such conspiracy in one fell swoop.
He killed them all?
Yes. He then removed their hearts from their bodies and used his ancient scrying technique, known as visceromancy, to read their lifeblood. When Arden Sul couldn't divine the traitor's true nature in their hearts, he became distraught and took his own life in the same way. From that day on, the ritual of accession for the throne of dementia was set. Very well. Spoken like a true son of the demented. To become the ruler of dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum.
Out of involving
Once
hearts.
this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our lord Sheogorath.
I've spoken to Arctus, High Priest of Dementia. The ritual of ascension for Dementia is simple. Sil would have to be slain by the proposed successor, and her heart brought to the altar of Arden Sul at the Sacellum. After I decide which ritual to undertake, I should return to Sheogorath and inform him of my choice. And there we have it.
Yes?
In suspense.
Runs the choosy beggar.
We're going to go ahead and leave it there. And I'm going to put in the polls, and you guys decide. Do we perform the ritual of mania or the ritual of dementia? You decide. We'll see you again next week for another adventure in the Shivering Isles. As we, I guess, become Sheogorath. Crazy. And fight the Knights of Order, I guess. All right, we'll see you then.